here, and today we've got some breaking news concerning the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Breaking news.
Yeah, that's what I said, breaking news. Well, it looks like the movie has been delayed until next year. Oh, what? Yep, afraid so, guys. Because today, the director of the Sonic movie posted on his Twitter feed that the movie is going to be delayed until next year. And not just next year, but Valentine's Day of next year. That's an odd decision. I'm not sure what's going to fall on Valentine's Day, but I'll just go with it. And this is probably a wise decision because, well, people weren't liking the movie trailer too much. Because the Sonic they showed in the movie trailer didn't look like this. He looked, kind of weird. Yep, that's not the Sonic I want to see in the movie. I want to see this Sonic. Or this version of Sonic. Anything would be better than that. Oh, man. Now, I know that some fans are probably mad it's not going to come out in November, but they decided to push the movie back because, well, they're going to actually take this version of Sonic and change him so he looks more like this. And I, for one, can't be happier. Because I want a Sonic that looks true to the original, as does everyone else. Now, if you haven't been following the news of the Sonic movie like I have, well, I'm going to lay it all out here because, well, it's kind of entertaining. So a couple weeks ago, well, we did a video on the pictures that were released from the Sonic that was supposed to be in the Sonic movie. And from these pictures, I was like, okay, well, this Sonic doesn't look too bad. He looks kind of cool, I guess. I mean, you have to bring him into the real world, so you're going to have to make changes. But all kinds of people were all mad and posting all kinds of crazy comments like this. Now, the interesting thing about these pictures is that fans were about to give this one a pass because, well, it's a picture. It's not an actual footage from the movie. So they thought, well, maybe the movie might be a little bit better, so let's just wait until the trailer comes out. So on April 30th, the director of the movie on his Twitter feed ended up posting an actual movie poster from the Sonic movie. And it looks pretty cool with him racing up the building and all the little drones following right behind him. Yep, it looks really cool. And when fans saw the picture, well, they agreed. They were like, okay, this is a Sonic that looks okay. But of course, all that changed a couple hours later when he posted the actual movie trailer that featured Sonic in the real world. Now, of course, with this movie trailer, boy, that's when everything started to change because people got so mad. All right, so let's look at the trailer right now so we can see what's going on here. And everything was okay at the beginning. I mean, we got the fancy logo. Yeah, that looked cool. And then we saw the real world. Sonic zooms past a police car. And of course, that's what we come to know and love with Sonic, zooming past things. And it says, yep, he zoomed past it at 760 miles an hour. Guy gets out of his car, finds a little Sonic hair that's going electric. Gotta like that. So far, so good, I think. And then even the Paramount logo had Sonic rings all around it. Oh, love that. And of course, we see Sonic zooming through the forest. Ooh, that's pretty cool. We see him coming down in his little ball form. That's pretty neat. And then, of course, he walks past the camera. And we see his hands. Okay, well, that's where things get kind of weird. Oh, man, what are those? Well, those are some weird-looking hands. He's supposed to have gloves on his hands like this. Not, these stubby little weird little things. He looks all alien-like. And then, of course, we get to this part of the trailer where we see the behind of Sonic. And we're like, oh, man, what's he gonna look like? He looks kind of weird in his legs. And then, oh, man, what is that? What is with that face? That's not the Sonic we know and love. Talk about a weird-looking face. Of course, if we freeze frame right here, we see that this version of Sonic doesn't look too bad. But then again, we're not really seeing too much of his body. But the one part of this movie I do like is this part right here, where he zooms off and boom, creates a Sonic boom. Oh yeah, gotta love that. But interestingly enough, in the next scene, we finally get our first look at Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman, played by Jim Carrey in the movie. And, well, I gotta say, he looks pretty cool looking. Okay, so in this next part, well, we see this guy busting in on Sonic, and, oh man, again, that face is like weird looking. I mean, just look at that! Oh man, that's crazy. Then the next scene, we get some more shots of Sonic in the truck, and he doesn't look too bad there. But we see him jumping out and doing his really cool spinball attack, which looks great. I love that. And of course, we see him zooming all around like that. We know this part of the movie is going to be really good. But it's just those close-ups of his face and stuff. It's like, oh man, what are they thinking? Oh man, a lot of people thought the same thing too. But it looks like Dr. Robotnik's going to have all kinds of robots in this movie. And he's going to keep going after Sonic in all kinds of crazy ways. And later in the trailer, we see that the rings actually serve a purpose too. And that's kind of cool. But again, everything's coming back to that face. Now later in the trailer we see this part right here, which, I guess he's got powers equal to the Flash, where he can move faster than time itself. And you know what? I do kind of like his voice too.
Look at this! I took 9 million steps today.
So I guess everything's good except that, the look of his face. Because even at the very end of the trailer, we see Dr. Robotnik in his final form, which we all know and love. Oh yeah, the big old mustache and the welder's goggles. Oh yeah, now that's a Dr. Robotnik I want. Because, well, he looks just like the one from the video game. Now after this trailer went viral online, and boy did it go viral. Right now it's got 30 million views. And of course, there are more dislikes on it than likes. Oh man, that's how you know you got a stinker on you. So anyway, I ended up going on Twitter, and you know what? I don't think I could find one positive comment about this movie. Oh jeez. This guy said, "Oh, I'm kind of disappointed on how Sonic looks." Frowny face. This guy said, "Oh, I'm just so hopeful, but now I'm speechless that it could be surprisingly bad." This guy just posted this meme. Oh, what a crazy hedgehog. And of course, there are tons of people who commented on this frame right here. Nobody liked this shot. His mouth is all weird. He's got odd-looking teeth and eyes. Ugh, I don't know what's going on here. This guy just said, "Welp, I'm out." Oh, man. And this guy said, "Wow, look at him go. He's going real fast. Wow, cool. Congrats on the great design. Intelligent choices were made. Wow, you guys did so good." Haha, joking, you didn't. Ooh, talk about a burn. Oh, he was burned. This guy just said, "Oh my god, please fix the Sonic character. You've got 7 months before it releases. At least add some gloves or actual shoes." This guy just said, "Opens photo. Oh god, I wasn't ready for that." Oh man. Just check out these guys. This one guy says, "I'm really confused why you guys didn't give him gloves." Another guy said, "Where are the gloves?" Here we have a guy making fun of his face again. Oh, I don't know what is up with that. But this other guy ended up making a real-life version of Tails as he would appear in the movie. Oh, man. Oh, talk about funny. And this meme right here, oh, I have no idea what this even means, but oh, it's so funny. Oh, look at that. So, yep, as you can see, this is just a small handful of comments I looked at real quickly. And as people kept posting negative comments, something really interesting started to happen. People that were CGI artists started getting involved and taking the movie version of Sonic and placing them side by side with versions of Sonic that they did that would look a lot better than the versions in the movie. And boy, some of these look incredible. Now, if we zoom in on this picture here, we see that if we tweak the eyes a little bit and tweak his legs, this version of Sonic looks a whole lot better than this one right here. Oh yeah, it makes him look exactly like the Sonic we want in this movie. The same thing happens with this leaked picture right here. Same thing with this leaked picture. Looks like if we just change a couple of these things on the body and the eyes, boom, we've got our Sonic. And just check out this movie frame. We got the one that everyone's criticizing over here, and over here. Yeah, now that's a Sonic that I want to see. One person actually took the movie poster and made it more Sonic-like. Yep, that looks pretty cool. And of course, one person took this hideous frame that everybody keeps making fun of and made it look like this. Boy, talk about cool. If Sonic looks like that in the movie, boy, that's something I can get behind. So interestingly enough, after 2 days of receiving nothing but criticism, the director of the movie came out again and said, "Thank you for your support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes." Oh, yes! And that basically means that they're going to go back into the movie and make him look more like Sonic. Now, a lot of people were confused too because, well, they know that rendering these characters in movies would take a long time. And recreating a new Sonic character from scratch, well, that would take a few months to pull off, and people were kind of like, hey, wait a minute. How is this movie still going to come out in November if they do this? Well, like I said at the beginning of this video, the director came out today and finally said, hey, wait a minute, we need more time. So the movie's actually going to come out next year on Valentine's Day. And you know what? I'm pretty fine with that because I want a Sonic that looks more true to the original. And the fans also agreed too because, well, instead of getting mean memes like this, we started to get really cool memes like this. Oh, this guy's so happy he wants to kiss him. And then we ended up getting comments like this saying, oh, thank you so much, Jeff. I want to cry and the crew's absolutely amazing. We love you all. And this other guy said, ooh, very good news. It really is. So yep, when we finally see the movie next year, Sonic won't be looking like this. He'll be looking more like this. Now, since the director said they're going to change the look of the character in the movie, it just begs one question. I know that Jack Specific is supposed to do the toys for this movie, and we got to see him at Toy Fair last time. So, are they going to change the movie toys too? Or are they going to release the same exact thing that we saw at Toy Fair? I'm not sure, but make sure you subscribe to this channel because next week, we've got some more bootleg movie toys coming at ya.